Island of the Blue Dolphins is a novel by Scott Odell published in 1960, based on the true story of a young Native American girl named Karana who was stranded on an island off the coast of California in the mid-1800s. The story follows Karana's struggle for survival and independence as she learns to adapt to life on the island and eventually becomes its sole inhabitant. The story begins with Karana and her tribe, the Aleuts, living on the island of Galazat, which they call the Island of the Blue Dolphins. When Russian hunters arrive to hunt sea otters, the Aleuts and Karana's tribe agree to help them in exchange for some of the pelts. However, when the hunters become greedy and kill too many otters, the Aleuts leave, leaving Karana and her brother Ramo behind. After a storm destroys their canoe, Ramo is killed by wild dogs, leaving Karana alone on the island. She must learn to survive on her own, building shelter, finding food, and fending off the wild dogs that killed her brother. She also befriends a wild dog she names Rontu and tames him, which brings her some companionship. As the years pass, Karana's skills grow and she becomes more independent. She makes weapons and tools, and even builds a boat so she can explore the other islands around her. She also discovers a hidden cave where she finds valuable items left behind by her ancestors. One day, a ship arrives on the island to rescue her, but Karana chooses to stay behind with Rontu. Eventually, Rontu dies, and Karana realizes she wants to leave the island and return to her people. She makes one last journey around the island, saying goodbye to the places and creatures that have been her home for so long. When she finally leaves the island, she is rescued by another ship and reunited with her people, but she feels like a stranger among them after so many years alone. Despite her hardship, she finds that her time on the island of the Blue Dolphins has given her a strength and independence that she never would have gained otherwise.